Chunks of light and dark turkey stirred in a creamy mushroom and cheese sauce, poured over pasta topped with a crispy topping. Yet another fabulous recipe that puts leftover turkey to delicious good use. It's our leftover turkey tetrazzini. This recipe is super popular for good reason. It is rich, creamy, cheesy. It has tender morsels of turkey and a crispy topping. Plus, one more claim to fame, it is easy to make. Let me show you. Let's start by preheating the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, some chopping and dicing. Leftover turkey, you'll need about 3 cups cut into bite-sized morsels. Try to use both light and dark meat. I also have 3 garlic cloves finely diced, 2 ribs of celery diced, half a white onion diced, then a handful, about 8 ounces of cremini mushrooms. I gave them a brush to remove debris, then thinly sliced. You'll also need 1 cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese, though Grana Padano and Asiago will work as well. I'm mixing half a cup of crunchy crumbs with half a cup of that grated parm. Time for a turkey tetrazzini game changer. Remember how I mixed crumb with Parmesan for the topping? I actually want to point out we used cornflake crumbs. Little unexpected, but better than breadcrumbs or panko. They give the topping a ton of crispiness and mixed with the cheese, out of this world. I like to add a little sprinkle of chopped fresh parsley, toss, and then you can set that topping to the side for a moment. Now, time to make the tetrazzini, and I just want to mention, I've never been a fan of those recipes that use a can of soup and maybe cream cheese or sour cream. Instead, we found during testing, making the creamy sauce from scratch is way better. Let me just show you. Pasta pot goes on stove top, 3/4 full with water. Add a tablespoon of kosher salt, bring it to a boil. Quick break to talk about the pasta we use in this recipe. Although you might be tempted to use a short noodle pasta, I'm here to tell you don't. A traditional tetrazzini is made with a long noodle pasta, like fettuccine or spaghetti, or you can use linguine, which is what I'm using today. Right about now that pasta water is boiling, so add the long noodle pasta, cook as directed. Right next to it, a large skillet set over moderate heat. When the pan's at temp, we're adding 2 knobs of butter, and when they melt, we're gonna add the onion, the celery, and the mushrooms. We're gonna stir them in and cook until softened. Once softened, we season with 1 teaspoon of Weekend at the Cottage salad sprinkles or a dried seasoning blend of your choice. I like heat, so I'm adding half a teaspoon of chili flakes. Add the finely diced garlic, then deglaze the pan with half a cup of dry white wine. Stir and cook until the pan goes dry. It should look like this. Now we get to sprinkle with a 1/4 cup of unbleached all-purpose flour. We're gonna stir it in, let the flour cook for about 1 minute, then we get saucy. We're gonna add 3 cups of chicken stock, stir and let the sauce thicken, then add 1 cup of 35% cream, that's whipping cream or heavy cream, plus 1 cup of whole milk. Stir them in, let the sauce come to temperature, and then we add half a cup of grated parm, melt it in, and then we add the turkey, stir everything together. Now we season, assemble, add the topping, and bake. Creamy turkey comes off the heat, give it a taste. You can then add a little sprinkle of kosher salt and black pepper. I like to add a 1/4 cup of chopped fresh parsley, stir it in. The pasta is done al dente, so drain it and then spill it into a 9x13 casserole dish. We're gonna add that creamy turkey, I use a spoon to get that sauce mixed into the noodles. Last step, we spoon the topping over the casserole dish, spooning it out evenly across the top. So then to bake, we're transferring the casserole to the oven. Wait a sec, time out number 2. When you go to bake this tetrazzini, don't overdo it. We're saying 15 minutes will do the trick. Okay, you can bake for 20 if you want it really bubbly and extra crispy, but remember, the pasta's already hot, the sauce is already hot, so all we need to do is get that topping nice and crispy, and we're ready to enjoy. See, when it comes out of the oven, it's exactly that, all bubbly and gorgeously crispy. Now, before serving, give it maybe 5 minutes just to chill out a bit when it comes out of the oven. Then sprinkle the dish with more chopped parsley. You need a fork and a spoon to lift portions to plates. Yes, it can get a little messy, but it's all part of the excitement, I say. Another little sprinkle of parsley and you're ready to enjoy. I know I'm ready to enjoy. Oh, but before I do, let me just say this. Full recipe is up at weekend@thecottage.com. When you're visiting our website, please subscribe to it. Look for this video on our dedicated YouTube channel. You can subscribe to it as well. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up, drop us comments, and then finally, when tetrazzini is this terrific, take a picture of it. Post it on your favorite socials using hashtag weekend@thecottage on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. Creamy, cheesy, crunchy topped, leftover turkey tetrazzini. Perfectly cooked noodles and then the turkey with that crunchy topping. Quite spectacular. Enjoy. Fantastic.